The new tax regime for Naija na wahala for us abi na blessing in disguise. My people, Amebo Barrister don come again. And for today tori, we wan take time chook eye x-ray the new tax regime wey Oga Presido Bola Ahmed Tinubu don pass into law to transformation the tax operation for inside we Naija. We wan ask ourselves say this new tax regime wey they don sign into law so whether na for we collective betterment abi this tax regime go carry us enter some kind of bagashaka. First and foremost, I want to make all of us understand say this new tax regime wey dem dey talk na based on say Oga Presido don sign 4 tax bills into law. That is to say, we get 4 brand new tier rubber tax legislation. Number 1 na the Nigeria Tax Act. And na this one dey try bring together all the other plenty boku tax law, make all of them for stand together gidigba as one. For example, income tax, value added tax, capital gains, stamp duty, and all the other ones. One put them together, make them stand as one. The number 2 act na the Nigeria Tax Administration Act. This one, e work na to set rules for tax collection for inside we Naija, as well as the enforcement across federal, state, and the local government. The number 3 law na the Nigeria Revenue Service Act. And the work of this one na to establish and creation the Nigeria Revenue Service as a body, institution wey go take over the work of a Federal Inland Revenue Service. And according for the informate, e go make everything make it decentralized and technologically driven. And the number 4 law na the Joint Revenue Board Act. Now this one provide for tax appeal tribunal, tax ombudsman, and also to ensure a kind of a federal state collaboration, all those kind of things. Now when we don't see all the 4 laws, we don't come into the new tax regime. The next thing na to see the benefits when come with this introduction of this new laws. Number 1, the issue of a personal income tax. According for this new legislation, anybody wey know they earn up to 800,000 naira per annum as an annual salary go dey exempted from a personal income tax. And according to statistics, it talks say about 70% of Nigeria fall below this category. That is to say, by virtue of this new tax regime, all these 70% of people then go dey excused and exempted from tax. That is to say, then they on tax holiday, which if you ask me, na good thing where government carry comes. The number 2 advantage now for small businesses. According to the provision of this new tax regime, it talks say all those companies, businesses, when get annual turnover when no reach 100 million naira, all those small companies and business where their annual turnover, that is to say money where then they make on the annual yearly basis, you know reach, you know they above 100 million naira, them go they exempted from some kind tax. For example, company income tax, capital gain tax, and some other kind development levy like that. With this kind of provision of the law, it go help small businesses, make them they grow. They no go to get a problem of pay your tax today, pay your tax tomorrow. They go, they make sure say then they recover their profit to channel them back into the business to fit skyrocket the business go higher. Now good thing wey government don't do for this one. Another advantage when come with this new tax regime, now wetin I go refer to as 0 rated essentials. And according to this law, it talks all those kind of essential goods. For example, food, medicine, education, rent, power, export, and all those other things where they very essential for human livelihood, then they completely exempted from VAT. And VAT now another type of tax. So based on this one, I believe the government don't try for the people. E no finish for here, e get some other boku advantages when they inside this tax regime. But for now, make we turn eye look the other side. Make we see possible challenges when don't come about by effect of this new tax regime. That is to say, is there a form of bagashaka where this new tax regime go come cause inside we system? Make we look at now. Number 1, be say the scope of VAT it don't broaden. Even though VAT now still 7.5% under the new tax regime, but the items where they covered by VAT now, it don't increase. The boku pass as it been there under the old regime. Number 2, now the VAT revenue sharing dispute. Under the old regime, when the money for VAT don't come, and the one begin butcher and the share. Now based on a population, that is to say, the person we get the state we get a large population go take lion's share of the money, pass the other state we get small population, irrespective of waiting they contribute to the VAT. But by virtue of this new regime, it talks say that state we get small population, if na them bring in more revenue from VAT, pass the state with the big population. By the new tax regime, the small population state where they bring in the money, now them go collect lion's share. pass this oga patapata wey e get big population but e no dey bring in VAT. So according to my own understanding, this new tax regime wan try stop the issue of say the monkey dey work, the baboon dey chop. Make person wey dey work chop the benefit of in a working. So even though I no count this one like a problem, but this oga patapata wey feel say they don dey challenge the authority to collect because of im population, im go see am like problem o. Another number 3 challenge wey fit come up with this new tax regime na issue of compliance, because they don try to say they wan rehaul the system overhaul, new e-invoicing, digital filing and all those kind big grammar kind of something. And you know say e go take time make Nigerians begin to adjust to this kind of formation and the reformation. So na one another challenge wey I know say e go dey inside this new tax regime o. Number 4 possible challenge wey fit come up inside the new tax regime na issue of overtaxation, because this capital gain tax, development levy and the global minimum tax, they fit begin dey cause some kind pain give businesses o, especially where those businesses no plan ahead of time. So my people, now wey we don torchlight some of the good side and we don also look at some of the challenges wey go come by virtue of this tax regime in a form of a summarization summary, Amebo Barrister wan tell una say this particular tax regime wey come so na major overhaul of the Nigeria taxation architecture, and e dey come with a lot of changes. In fact, this na the major biggest innovation wey don happen inside the taxation structure for a very long time as far as we Naija dey concerned. And the truth be say, if the government to follow with the proper implementation of this tax regime, we go see say things go dey better inside we Naija, especially for those low income earners, small businesses. You go see say dem get some kind of exemption of tax holiday, and all this one go help them to grow themselves and grow their businesses. But if we no dey careful, we allow issue of corruption to enter the matter, and we no can get a form of a proper implementation of this tax regime with the proper cooperation between key players, the tax institution and the people as a whole. If it land us inside another wahala, and then we go come see say instead of to dey go front, we go dey go back. It can't be like say we find ourselves inside another bagashaka. My people, I know say this talk where we talk so e no cover the entire tax regime completely, but for more information on how you fit take advantage of a tax regime, you get anything where you no understand, you need more information how to stand well, how your business go take move forward in compliance with this tax regime, woman, no carry your phone, put a call cloth to Amebo Barrister, and we dey here to interpretation the law give you based on wetin law talk.